Let's stay now with this issue. South Africans have criticized the manner in which the police handled this matter. Yesterday, we had the Free State Police spokesperson, Brigadier Magele, who told us that there is nothing wrong with the way the police reacted to the situation, because had they reacted with force, lives could have been lost. Let's bring now the Police and Prisons Civil Rights Union POPCRU, who in a statement are condemning the unruly behavior that was demonstrated at the Senekal Magistrates Court. We are now joined via Skype by a POPCRU spokesperson, Richard Mamabule. Very good afternoon to you, Richard. Thank you so much for coming through.
Good afternoon to you and the viewers.
All right, so let's get your reaction to the incident in Senekal and, of course, the outrage that that incident has created.
Well, let me firstly say that Mr. de Klerk is disingenuous. I don't think it's fair for him to be referring to comments that were made at a time when I was still in primary school about killing the Boers, killing the farmers. We do, as all South Africans, recognize that we need to ensure that there's food security and that within agricultural spaces there is safety to ensure that the work of producing food for the country continues. So I think the main fact for us is that we're not happy with the manner in which the farmers actually reacted to and ambushed the court in Senekal. We think that it's every South African's right to protest. However, it should be done within the confines of the law. And what happened there was clearly to undermine the integrity of the institutions that are aimed at keeping peace and security within the country. Firstly, police should be commended for the fact that they made speedy arrests. And of course, I think it cannot then be tolerated that besides police having taken such swift action, they are then treated in the manner that they were treated. However, I think
can I just come in there? You talk about police having made speedy arrests, which of course happened days later after that particular incident. South Africans are not happy with the manner in which your members, the police in this matter, handled this entire matter, saying that arrests could have been effected at the very same moment. Photos were all over social media. Everyone could see who was behind everything that happened. Some of them even posing for pictures on top of a police vehicle that was eventually burnt.
Well, listen, the reality is that arrests are being made. We saw since yesterday there has been one arrest and others are expected to follow. However, there are processes that are followed. Whenever there are protests, we normally apply so that all law enforcement officers are informed and the public order policing as well are informed, so that they ensure that all the protesters are kept safe, are in a safe environment, and of course the property that they'll be protesting near to is kept safe. However, there was no signal to police or any form of application that demonstrated that there will be a protest. So you would not expect that police would assume that at every court appearance there should be a large number of them, whilst they had not obviously fully understood the manner of the case. And of course, we do appreciate the fact that it's a serious matter. It's something that is regrettable that people had to die. However, so there are certain processes that are followed, and seniors then make risk assessments wherein they decide how many police officers should be deployed in those areas. Now, when the ambush happened, we must appreciate the fact that there were a limited number of police, as is the reality within South Africa, that we've got a shortage of police officers who are 191,000 have to look after a population of 59 million. Now, when that happened, the police, of course, did react by ensuring that they call for backup. However, certain things were already in motion. And had police reacted, really, it could have turned out to be something worse. I mean, last year we had an incident in Johannesburg where police were attacked in the CBD, and police retreated. And we appreciated that, because immediately when police act, we do not want to see another incident similar to what happened in Marikana, wherein police react in a way, whether defending themselves or not, and then at the end of the day, there's another public outcry to say that police have been brutal in dealing with certain issues. So we think that is quite acceptable that police had to retreat because their manpower was quite low as compared to the number of protesters who were at the court. And of course, it was even mentioned that some of them had firearms, whether legal or not. The fact is that firearms were clearly around as well. We had shots as well.
All right. So part of what the organizers of, or should I say the farmers who were present there in Senegal were saying is that they want this matter to be treated as a priority, the issue of farm killings. What mandate do you have, or have you been given as the police? Because the SAP has recently adopted a national rural safety strategy to curb crime in farming communities. So they're not happy. They're saying that the police are not doing their best in addressing this particular matter. Talk to us about that national rural safety strategy that I'm referring to.
Yes. Well, that is a lame excuse because I think all parties have been meeting for some time now, and this process of the National Rural Safety Strategy was agreed upon recently. All parties were very happy with it. In fact, even those representing the farmers as well. So the plan, of course, is to establish joint rural safety command centers, which will ensure that there is food security, but it also ensure that agricultural activities do continue without any hindrance. However, as much as we complain about farm killings, there are also other complaints about the abuse of farm workers as well. So these matters are quite important, all of them. And of course, the issue around farm killings is part of the priorities of the SAP as in ensuring that we deal with all kinds of killings. It's not only that we should prioritize one over the other. However, there have been efforts made recently which have been agreed on about how we're going to deal with the issue of rural areas. And again, stock theft is not only happening to farmers alone. There are those people within rural areas who've got cattle as well. They've been complaining about similar things. So part of this rural safety strategy covers all of them. So nobody can then want to isolate themselves from the processes that are currently happening in justifying their reckless actions that they demonstrated in Senegal. So we quite condemn that, and we feel that police should then identify all those who had obviously overstepped the law, and they should obviously be held accountable. Let us run away from making it a race matter. Anybody, all the laws in the country apply to everyone, and no one is more superior to the laws that are constituted within our country.
All right. I'm afraid time constraints. I wanted to ask you as to whether you just applaud the police for arresting just one suspect 2 days later, but we've run out of time. Thank you so much for coming through. POPCRU spokesperson Richard Mamabolo there joining us live via Skype.